Untitled here. Today we're going to make a video that's a little bit different, yet very related to my channel. My channel is all about pizza, and we've already shown how to make a good fennel sausage, and because that's a topping. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do something very long and slow, and we're going to make a salami finocchiona. Salami finocchiona is a type of fennel salami, and it has about equal parts lean beef and lean pork with additional pork fat added. So I'm going to put the recipe. Probably in below and somewhere on this video too. You're going to see some ingredients that you're going to say, "Wow, where in the world am I going to get that stuff?" But don't worry. Somewhere in the comments section, I'm also going to put some links to where to get those extra ingredients. You'll be able to get them. They can get delivered to your house. But before you even get started on your journey in making salamis, I'm going to tell you the kind of things you're going to need. Okay, some basic things you might already have around the house. And then some things you'll probably have to go online and order. But I recommend if you're going to take it seriously and make good salamis, that you get some decent products that are going to last long. Now, what I have here, I'm going to show you here everything here. But first, you're going to need a meat grinder. Now, I've had this little meat grinder for about 10 years, and it has served me very well. I don't tend to grind a whole lot of meat at one time, but when I want to make something interesting, I use this little guy, and it has served me really well. You can go ahead and get a larger meat grinder if you're going to get really into it. But I've had this, and it serves me well, so I'm going to continue to use this one. So you're going to need a meat grinder, and you're going to need about a 3/8 inch plate, and that's this little guy here that you can see. The holes are a little bit wider than usual. It comes, probably your meat grinder will come with a few different attachments, so we're going to use that. So you'll need something about that size. So I'll put all this together later. You're going to need a sausage stuffer. Now this is a sausage stuffer that I spent about $150 for. It's got the hand crank. It's got four different sizes of tubes for the types of sausage or salamis you're gonna be making. So we're going to be using something around, I believe, maybe this one. So, or could be this one. We may end up using this one. I'll have to check my casing. So you're gonna need a meat stuffer. And so, like I said, this guy cost me about 150 bucks. You can get these online as well. And other things you'll have laying around the house that you'll need are, you're going to need a measuring tape or a ruler. And the reason you're going to need a measuring tape or ruler is because you're going to have to measure the area or the space that you have to hang your salamis. So in my case, I'm going to be hanging my salami right here in this here oven. I'm going to have a couple of cooling packs on the bottom just to keep the temperature a little bit lower than my room temperature, because summer is kind of coming in. And I'm going to be hanging my salamis from this rack here. So you'll want to measure how much space you have so your salamis are not touching the floor of your oven. So you need something like this or a measuring tape. And then you're going to be measuring your salamis as you stuff them. So to make sure they're going to fit in the space that you're going to be hanging them. Okay, so the other things that we have here, you're going to need 2 wooden spoons. The reason for this is because when you're mixing up your meats with all the flavorings and whatnot, you don't want to use your hands, because your hands will add heat to the meat. There are some other techniques to help to keep your meat colder while you're doing all this process. You'll need that. You'll need a large mixing bowl. And I like to use 2 smaller mixing bowls so I can measure out the pork and the beef separately, so I can make sure I've got the ratios correct. So I'll have a couple of extra bowls on the side. I like to measure the pork and then the lean pork, the lean beef, and then I'll measure the fat in this container, and then you'll need a digital scale, which I don't have here on the table. This digital scale goes up to 2 kilograms, so I recommend something around like that. So you need a digital scale, and other things you'll need. You're going to need the casings themselves. So these are casings that come with ties. You can get these from the same place. So I'm going to give you a link to at the bottom of this video. So where you can get these, you can get them at a very reasonable price. They're not expensive, and these particular casings I recommend for the home salami maker, because these don't require washing them out like the regular I don't know, the intestinal ones that you might buy or get at your butcher shop that you have to clean, and you have to make sure those don't go rancid. So these are not that type, but you cannot eat these, so you'll have to peel these off. They'll shrink down with your salami, and you'll have to peel it off, and your salami and all that goodness will be on the inside of this. Besides that, I'm going to recommend also having some rubber gloves so you can keep your meat clean. And I'll probably also be wearing a face mask, so while I'm talking to you making this salami, I won't be, contaminating my meat. So I'll wear a mask while I'm making this. Not because of coronavirus, but because I don't want to contaminate the meat. And while I'm talking all over this, I might be contaminating this stuff right now. So what I will do is I'm going to give all this a wipe down with alcohol and turn it over, and so keep them clean until we get started. So I think that's all as far as the equipment. In the next video, we'll start with the preparation of the meat and other things. Okay, see you next video.